Sam Brownback has been trying to fill his hole for a long time. It's a hole he created on his own. It's a deficit in Kansas that is very significant because he cut taxes on the rich. He said, oh, no, the economy's going to pick up if we do that. We're going to create a lot more jobs, and then we're going to have no hole at all. It's going to be completely stuffed. Well, it turns out that's not what happened. He had a giant cavernous hole in his budget, and the jobs didn't come. In fact, Missouri nearby has higher taxes, and the jobs went there instead. He was wrong. He was wrong about it all. So now, what is he going to do? Well, he's got to do a couple of things. First of all, he cut education massively. Now, the courts in Kansas said, well, you're not doing it right. Some of the things that you did was unconstitutional. You can't do that. So he then passed a bill threatening the justices that he would take away their funding for the courts entirely if they didn't agree with him on some legislation. Isn't that amazing? I mean, dictatorial, ridiculous, an obvious violation of the separation of powers. Now he's got a new plan. He's got a new idea. Well, okay, tax is not so bad as long as you tax the poor and the middle class. Of course. According to the Associated Press, the state sales tax will rise to 6.5% from 6.15%, and the cigarette tax will jump by 50 cents a pack to $1.29. That's the tax on it. Okay. Now, what does the sales tax apply more to? Well, that's a bigger percentage of your income if you're poor or middle class. If you're wealthy, well, the sales tax doesn't affect you much. It's a much, much smaller percentage of the money that you have. Same with the cigarette tax. So Brownback knows this, and he says, while some critics would have you believe that the state is raising taxes, that is not accurate. No, but wait a minute. That's not an argument. You are raising these taxes. So why is he saying that? Because in his mind, it's like, I'm not raising taxes on the rich. Those are the only people I care about. Oh, the poor and the middle class. Yeah, who cares? Of course I'm raising taxes on them. But that's not really raising taxes. Raising taxes is if you raise taxes on my rich friends. More from the AP. But a new analysis Tuesday from Institute for Taxation and Economic Policy, a nonpartisan but left-leaning policy group based in Washington, said the cumulative effects of the changes in tax policy since 2012 have benefited the state's wealthiest residents the most, while increasing taxes for its poorest residents. So when Sam Brownback brags about cutting taxes, he doesn't mean cutting taxes for you. If you're an average citizen in Kansas, he's raising your taxes. He means cutting taxes for the really rich. How's that working out for you in Kansas? The analysis posted online said the poorest 20% of state's residents will pay 1.5% more in taxes than they did in 2012, or an average of $197 a year. Meanwhile, the wealthiest 1% will pay 1.9% less, or an average of about $24,600, the group said. Literally reverse Robin Hood. He takes from the poor. From the poorest 20%, he takes on average about $200. He collects it all and gives it to the richest people in the state. The top 1% on average getting more than $24,000 in tax breaks. This is the perfect example of Republican ideology. Take from the poor and the middle class and give it to the rich.